This is an opportunity for ministry, because you never know what's going on in that person's life, the reason why they're responding that way. So that's where we have to die. How often?
Daily.
Daily. Because that way we're taking ourselves out of the equation. And again, if we are unable to handle it, you get reinforcement. You're working together. You're a team, one body. We're all one body functioning as part of a whole. But that's a great example of that. All right, so let me wrap up. I know for the sake of time, so let's look at the summary slide. I had a couple other role plays, but I think you all got the general message. So remember, as a ministry, you should be caring for children, equipping children for destiny, and preparing children for eternity, right? Mm-hmm. You want to present a visible demonstration of the love of Jesus Christ, first to one another, to our community. This is the church. Mm-hmm. These are not my words, right? Come straight from our vision book. And then to the world. And then not settle for 3-star ministry. Encouraging each other to, helping each other, supporting each other, as you said, so that when we see that we're offering 3-star ministry, we encourage people to step it up a little bit and reminding them this is the vision from the head, right? This is what God expects us to do, and this is the vision of our pastor. So 1, we've got to die daily. 2, we need to submit to God, submit to leadership. 3, we need to love God with all of our heart, all of our mind, all of our strength, right? That's Mark 12:33. What's interesting at the end of this scripture is because it says, it's more important than all burnt offering and sacrifices. All the sacrifices we could give, doesn't matter. Loving God. And 4th, we've got to serve. We have to serve. And so what I want you to very quickly do is to write down some of the strengths of your ministry. What are some of the strengths of the children's ministry? Write those down very quickly. And then we're going to wrap up. Can someone name one, just for the sake of time, and I'll give you.
Committed leaders.
Committed leaders. What else?
That's true. Teachers love the children.
Teachers love the children.
In spite of everything, they do love the children.
That's good. What else?
Teamwork.
Teamwork. What else? What are the strengths of your ministry?
Oh, God.
You love God?
Mm-hmm.
Yes. Okay. There
I
you
think
go.
we're sacrificial.
Sacrificial. Okay. So I want you to think, when I first started out, I asked each of you to scale from 1 to 5. I want you to go back and look at how you scaled. Anybody scale under a 5 on any of the areas? You don't have to tell me where. Yes. Okay.
I did.
So if you're operating less than 5-star, there's always room for improvement, right? So that's something that as a ministry, you all can begin to talk about. How do we build upon our strengths? Because you probably, if we had more time, you could identify a lot of other strengths that you as a ministry have. How do we build on those strengths? And how do we move forward to make sure we are aligned with the leadership and what the vision that's being cast for the house to ultimately have 5-star ministry, okay? And so I have a little thing, you all can take one. It says, I give 5-star service, okay? And what I want you to do, just take one and pass it, or pass some here, and take whichever one, they're cut differently. You all should have seen me. I was trying to use glue and glue them to the little cards. I was just not doing well. I think I failed art. Look, I started putting tape on here. But what I want you to do is take your little, I'm going to give you an index cards, and you can take several. And you can take several of those if you like. But I want you to write on the back some scriptures that affirm the service that you're going to give, okay? So, all right. Yeah, there you go. There and there. There and there. So my final question to you, which is on this last slide here, is will you do your part to help the children and their parents rate the children's ministry at TSHICC as 5 stars. Will you?
Yeah.
Will
I'm
you?
sorry.
Huh?
Can you say that
The
again?
last question
She
on
was
this.
talking. to
That's
me.
okay. The summary slide. Will you do your part to help children and their parents rate the children's ministry at the Shepherd's House as 5 star?
Amen.
Yes,
Yes.
Yeah, I'm sorry, was that,
it's a question.
It's a question, it's a
Yes.
rhetorical question.
Yes, and I believe you will. So, any questions for me?
yes.
Mm-hmm.
Would you please go back and tell us the 4 things you said number 4 was serve?
Mm-hmm.
Can you tell us what 3, 2, and 1 were again?
3 was love God. So it's Mark 12:33. 2 was submit
To leadership.
submit to leadership, and 1 is to die daily.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Any other questions?
Yeah, yes, but my question would be for Minister Dawn.
I got some stuff when she reads, and then you
Okay.
can ask your question.
Okay. Thank you all so much.
Thank you
I
so
really
much,
appreciate it.
Minister
Thank you.